Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024 and the new season. The new season for London Greens. We are here playing Season 2, Episode 1. And all we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to do a recap of everything that I've done in the preseason so far. And I've made some notes to talk about that. And then we're going to play one game, and that game is a friendly against Southeast Athletic, who are actually the first team we're going to play in the league as well. So all we're going to do is play one friendly. That's all we're going to do. We've played 3 friendlies so far against Bexhill, Balcombe, and Buntingford Town. All of these games, all of these teams are level 11. So to put that into perspective, last season we played level 14 league division. That was our level in the footballing pyramid. This season we're obviously level 13 because we won the league last year. We kind of dominated the league last year, so we're obviously not. Even last year we were obviously not a level 14 team. We may even be higher than that, like now, but like higher than the league level we're in now. We're in level 13, but we're playing against level 11 teams. One game we got absolutely munched. We started. Actually, I'll just show you the details of the game. Um, well, Aaron Woodley got injured very early on, which was quite frustrating. But at half time, it was it 0-0? I think it was 0-0 at half time. Yeah, look at that. And then I changed tactics at half time, and we just went downhill. So in the first half, we were playing the cautious counter-attacking football that I've been playing for the start of season 1, and it was working. We were 0-0, we were in the game. And then we went attacking. I was like, let's give it a go, see where we are in the levels. It didn't work. Bexhill started attacking. They started putting goals in for fun. They were crossing everything. And we lost 5-0. So that was a bit of a lesson. That's the point of friendlies. That's the point of pre-season. That we took the lesson from that. Next game, we decided, okay, we're going to stay cautious and we're going to go cautious the whole time. And we won 4-3. We were 3-1 up at half time. 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. We were 2-1 up after a couple minutes. It was really weird. And then Buntingford was the same again, just playing cautious, playing plan A. Everyone sits back, and then we played much better than Buntingford. They got one kind of chance, which you can see if we play that goal. Actually, if I click on that, will it show? Yeah, if I watch the goals real quick, they had one chance to kind of boosted their XG all the way up. Is this their goal now? Yeah, like it just fell. It just fell to Parchment, and he just tapped it in, and it was like, okay, that's their chance. That's the chance they generated. We generated all the chances. A lot of them were on target, and we really deserved to win that game. Basically, there was no real debate about it. We won, and we deserve to win. Now, this next game, like I say, is an important game because we're playing against a team that we will be playing against in the league. Over Sports, actually, also these 3 games and Over Sports, they were players who said they were friendlies who from teams that approached us, being like, I want to play a friendly against you, and I was like, okay, cool. But the rest of the games, you can see these are all against teams that are in our league here until the last 2. These are all against teams that are in our league. So we're going to have 5 games as we try and learn where we sit against the other teams in the league. Other things that have happened, we've lost a lot of players and we've got a lot of players in on trial. So Duncliffe retired, the wing back. Can't really argue with that. If you're going to retire, you're going to retire. That's fair enough. Ladyman, the coach, was signed by another team. McCallum, Finch, and Barnfather are all gone. So Finch was a really good striker for us. McCallum was a problematic wing back who was kind of causing me some issues here and there. So I'm not so annoyed that he's gone, but he was still a decent player, I would say. Um, Grandfather being gone, obviously the goalie, that was kind of a big one, and it kind of means that Webb goes back to first choice. But we've also got like goalies on on trial and stuff like that. So I'm not quite sold exactly on who's going to be the starting goalie, but I think Webb probably should be for now. But I'm going to do like a comparison sheet and kind of figure out the best team and stuff like that. The only issue that I'm really facing is the finances. Like we've got a wage budget that's actually gone up a little bit. It's at 5K because the club has gone professional. We're currently spending 3.9. So I've got like maybe 2 contracts left, professional contracts. Everyone else is going to be, it's kind of going to be a situation where they're at the club, but I'm not paying them anything. They're just all on amateur contracts. We've got Winkle, a centre back who is also acting as a scout. So he's actually a backup centre back, but playing as a scout as well. And then we've got a few. Our defence is basically all signed on players. They're actually signed for us, and Da Costa and Webb. So like we've kind of gone from the back to the front, trying to sign players to keep them in the team. But it's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a weird one, I've got to say. There are some players who are on the trial that I definitely think I want to keep. Like basically Ryan Hall, I think, and Odukoya, Ao Odukoya and Ryan Hall, I think I want to sign. But it might be difficult to get them to sign and keep it within the wage budget. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to have a look at Ryan Hall. If we take a comparison, he's playing along the right-hand side. The players that he would be comparing with would probably be Paul Brown. You can see I've already done a comparison. And the only one where their level is mental and defense and aerial, sorry, the only three. But everything else more related to the position, Ryan Hall is way better player. So it's kind of obvious to me that I've got to try and sign players that are going to increase the team as we go along. Ryan Hall wants to be a star player, and he probably would be. That's kind of fair enough. I'm going to see if I can offer a little bit less on a lot of these kind of things. Assist bonus, I don't actually mind paying an assist bonus because that won't happen often. And when it does happen, um, it's good to reward. I'm not really that mad about it. Seasonal landmark bonus assist. So if he makes 10 assists, let's make that he makes 15 assists. I'll give him 1.5k. I'm okay with that. And then if he makes 20 assists in the season, I'll give him another £500. So like these kind of things are interesting. Wants a 10 assist bonus. No, 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 no. We won't be doing a 10 assist bonus. We'll be doing, I don't mind a 30 and then a 25, and we'll make the top one the 15. Oh no, I don't want to do that. That's kind of harsh. Sorry, this has gone a bit weird, hasn't it? Gone a bit weird. Okay, let me add seasonal landmark assist bonus at 15 assists. And I'm not going to give 2.4k. That seems like a bit much. Let's go for 1.3. And those terms have been accepted. Okay, so it would be, oh, it's gone up to 450 again on the wage, but that's fine. 450 is not a problem at all. And if it means that we can keep a quality player like Ryan Hall in the team for the season, it's absolutely fine by me. We've got a lot of like kind of 5-star players here that are going to be looking for a little bit more. I did try and sign Odukoya before, but was unable to. Look, that good level 12 player. If we look at Ryan Hall, is that going to say the same kind of stuff? Star player in his prime years. I'm actually not sure. Change contract offer. Good level 12 player. Yeah, exactly. So like I'm not going to change anything there, but I was just looking again. So like these players are good level 12 players. We're at level 13. So if we're able to sign players that are in a bit of a Wrexham way, sign players that are actually League One or maybe Championship players when we're in the lower league, like Wrexham are in League Two, signing those kind of players. We're in a lower league. If we can just sign players who are like a division better, it's not a bad shout. It's not a bad idea at all. Who's going to play on the right? I'm going to play Hall, Da Costa, Owusu, and I'm probably going to bring back Rowthorne in the middle because I want to have a little bit more of a look at the actual team, how they're going to play this starting 11. Basically, I do want Odukoya, but Gonzalez is also going to be my starter up here. He's going to play more as a deep lying forward. Okay, fine. Still on attack, which means that we still have a bit of control. We're missing a little bit of control in the middle there. You can kind of see that. But we're still sticking on the cautious mentality, which is this. That's plan A, the cautious mentality of plan A. Plan B, the move up the field and attack more. That's what we're going to try in some of the other friendlies. But this first friendly, I want to play on the cautious mentality and see how we fare, just because this is the point of preseason. I need to learn where we are. It's almost like a reset. I need to learn where we are now that we're up in a new division, you know? Ashton should not be starting friendlies. Ashton isn't. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, cool. All the best out there. Have fun. That's all I want to see. I just want to see a little bit of how we play against a team that's in our division. Here we go. Early highlight here. Rowthorn out to Owusu on the left. Going to take some pace. Going to whip it in, hopefully. Does try to. We win a corner. That's all right. So there is like a few more things that I need to talk about, like kind of a bit of a catch up between the seasons. We did, like I say, we went professional. We've had a bit more money kind of to play with. It's an interesting concept because, oh, that's just gone over. Because we're still so low. I don't really understand why we've gone professional, but the board is the board. I can't really affect stuff like that. So now we are working with financial constraints. We can't afford to be going over wage budgets and stuff like that. We've got to keep within the budgets, and I certainly will try to. Outside of that, players that we can bring in are going to have to be amateur players. Oh, Gonzalez is in. Oh, he's put it wide. That's unfortunate. But Ryan Hall out on the wide spaces, absolutely causing chaos already. We're only 10 minutes in. We've had a good few chances. And we've got an attendance of 21 in a preseason friendly. That's not bad. I've arranged loads of friendlies, as you can see. The board expectations are basically, let's get promoted. There was an option to get a little bit more money if I said I thought we could get promoted by winning. Hey, good. There we go. There's the first goal of the friendly. Owusu scores it. We could have got a little bit more money, but I decided not to take the risk and see how the league goes. If we do stomp the league like we did last year, then yeah, maybe next season I could. But the point being is that I know it's going to get harder as the seasons go by. I know it is. Season 1 was a really, really good season. We kind of found our feet really early on in the league, and playing this cautious mentality kind of worked. And then as the season progressed, we kind of said, okay, now we know we've got the good players. Let's go a little bit more attacking, a little bit more aggressive. And we did, and we started winning more games. And it kind of, it was really, really interesting to see how that works. It's like we can fall back onto the less possession, hit them on the counter-attack tactic, which we're currently playing and actually winning with. But there's also the chance to go attacking. Let's go attacking. Let's try and put pressure on them. So it's really, really interesting that we can kind of do a bit of both. Now, I want to change things up. It is a friendly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to plan B, go to the dressing room, go into the tactics. Da Costa will come off because he's got a yellow card. I don't want any red cards, any kind of mess with the tactics, with the systems there. Odekoya is actually more of a pressing, is he? Apparently. Take a look at all those. Oh no, advanced forward seems to be the one Odekoya likes the most. That's fine by me. That's actually pretty chill. Let's do a few swaps at the back. We want to keep everyone kind of rotating in these friendlies. I want to give everyone a chance, see how they play. You could actually kind of do like a little system like that. That wouldn't be so bad. Kind of middle of the park control. Paul Brown. Oh, I don't really want to swap the wingers. They do feel very important. Gonzalez can take a break, and we're going to bring on Prokesh. Prokesh actually prefers, I think, a slightly different role. Yeah, there it is. Poacher is Prokesh's role, which means they're playing really high up the pitch. Webb's done well so far, hasn't conceded a goal. Summerlee out on the left could probably have a swap, but we haven't got very many left backs. Harry Knock is a left back. McCormack. We do have a lot of left backs who could come in, but we just don't have a crazy amount of defenders. We've got 4 on the bench, 4 on the pitch. But Rothorn was already, obviously, that's it. Rothorn was playing in the midfield. So keep it up. Just keep going. Just keep things as they are. We've made a lot of changes there. Obviously, we've made, how many changes was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 changes. And maybe as we get to like 70 minutes, we'll make another few changes. But, oh, off the bar. Very close. Kasongo heads it back in. It's still around. It's out to Meek, who lets it go for a corner. Cool. That's actually quite clever play. Just let it go for a corner. We're causing a bit of chaos. And we've gone to plan B. So we're going to check how plan B works. Going attacking, going aggressive. That's unlucky from Kasongo. And playing on the front foot, hopefully. We'll see if we can creep that possession control up a bit. Bates whips it in for the other. Oh, it's just gone over. Okay, fine. The other team we're playing is Southeast Athletic, I believe. I can't actually remember the full name of the club I'm playing against, which is probably quite bad. Bates whips another one in. Oh, penalty? Ah, Kasongo's pushed Roberts. Okay, fine. Right. Well, that's not great, but if we concede from a penalty, it's a little bit less of a yeah, it's a little bit less of a kind of tactical worry because it's a penalty. Like you can concede a penalty more or less at any time if the opposition get the ball in the box. We concede another goal, I'll then maybe revert back to plan A and see how it works going back to the cautious mentality. More back to Thomas Betch. Across to Thomas, and Thomas puts it wide. Okay. I'm actually not. Okay, we're going to make some changes because players are looking a little bit tired now. Ryan Hall comes out for Nethercott. Archer will come on. We got a left mid. Out for Holloway. Yep. No Odekoya for Balogun. Balogun still in and around the team because it's kind of good to have players that you know. I'm not going to offer him a contract, but he's in the squad. It's good to have him in the squad. So, yeah. 70 minutes, it's still quite even. We are generating chances, but our possession is not going higher. Let's change things to the work the ball into the box tactic here, even on plan B, because we're kind of taking a lot of shots. Not a lot of them are going on target. So, okay, let's go very attacking for the last 10 minutes and see if that can change things up. Nethercott out wide to Holloway. Holloway's going to... Oh, that was a weird one. Holloway actually got the ball nicked, though. Gabriel on the ball. Or Gabriel, maybe. Whips it in. Roberts is going to get up and put it wide. Okay, good covering from Webb there as well. It's not so bad for Webb to concede one goal and it happens to be from a penalty. Like, I'm not really that worried about that. And we've gone very attacking, goal kick. We're conceding a few more chances. The XG is a little bit higher for Southeast than it was for us. Yeah, it's a friendly. I'm not going to change anything. It doesn't really matter, does it? Off the bar, wowzer. But that first half was a little bit better than this second half. We've obviously given them a little bit more, well, a lot more chances, and a lot of the highlights have been from Southeast instead of from us. And we're giving the ball away a bit cheaply there. I thought we might have a chance to nick the game, but Russell puts it out wide. Roberts shoots and scores. There we go. So Callum Roberts has actually nicked the win for Southeast instead. So plan B, second half, we went into the half 1-0 up. Plan B, the attacking plan, hasn't really worked in this second half. But maybe that's also because we made a lot of changes, you know. Pre-season is where we want to have a look at things. Okay. I'm not pleased with that result. But yeah, look, everyone looks happy-ish except one boy. Archer's not quite happy just yet. But that's not bad. It's not bad. It's all a learning curve. It's all a learning curve in the preseason, and maybe as we go into games, playing that cautious mentality is not such a bad idea. We were 1-0 up when we were playing it, so yeah. Cormac reveals Fury. Yeah, I mean we were winning. We were winning, and we were winning quite contently. You know, we were playing the counter-attacking football that we were playing for a lot of last season. Yeah. Anyway, let me quickly show you one other thing, guys. If we take a look at the calendar, we've also got an under-18s league. Yeah. So that's when all the trials finish. Okay, that's good to know. We're here. We just played that game, obviously. We've got 1, 2, 3 more friendlies this month. Oh, sorry, 2. That's next month. So 2 friendlies left this month, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friendlies before the league starts. And apparently, we were invited to play in the National Under-18 League. So there's Northeast, there's Northwest, there's Southeast, and that's where we are. We've got Maidstone, we've got Tonbridge, Welling, Worthing, Horsham, all these other teams. We're playing in the Under-18 League, which is it's really cool. It's really cool that we got asked to play in that. Staff-wise, I've given the responsibility of that stuff, all the matches for the under-18s. It's going to Stephen Foster, the director of football. Which is it's cool, you know. We've got lots of players in there, a lot of players on £50 wages because they're all on youth contracts, ineligible because they're ineligible because they're older. But there are players that look at that wanted by Stoughton and Course, over 19 player, over 18 player, amateur contract. Dean Hanna is the same, obviously. So actually, you know, it might just be an idea to bring these players up to the real squad, move them to the senior squad, and then the under-18 players are, well, we've actually listed someone for loan because Stephen Foster is kind of doing that stuff. Jeremy Duncan Thompson and Deal Rosson. Deal Rosson, Thompson, and Jeremy Duncan, but they're all on contracts anyway. Like they're all on. Some of them are on 2-year contracts, so like I don't really need to offer them big contracts now. And like, you know, unless someone comes in for them and is like, I want this young player, and I'm like, well, so do I. So then I'll offer the contract. But yeah, for now, there's no real need to change things up. All I would do, guys, is I'll end the episode there. That'll be episode 1 for season 2. A nice preseason, a short episode, a bit of a recap of everything that's going on. What we would do in the next episode is I'll play up to then. I'll play up to the next episode, up to the last friendly before the league starts, and then we'll play the friendly, then we'll play the first league game against Southeast, and we'll go from there. Then the season will just start to run a little bit more. I'll probably make a few signings in that time. I'll probably bring some of the players who are on trial into the club. The other players who are on trial that won't join, they'll go back or they'll find a new club or whatever they want to do. Um, but yeah, that's all it is. That's going to be season 2, episode 1, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You can see we've got the new thumbnail. The season is starting. Well, it started okay. We've won a few friendlies. We lost that friendly, but we did play well, in my opinion. It's going to be about finding the balance up in this new division of when we go cautious to positive to attacking and defensive and stuff like that. Like finding the tactics is always going to be a bit of a tweaking system. I'm okay with that. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall catch you next time.